Hello again and welcome back to Weathered Oak Media. I'm Will and I hope everyone's doing well in spite of all the troubles in the world. What I have here in front of me is something new, something I wanted to show you guys. This is the M Audio 1924 Vocal Studio Pro, Air 1924 Vocal Studio Pro. And this is a really long-awaited upgrade to my little hobby home studio. I'm very excited to get into this. So let's open it up in just a couple moments. And welcome back. Alright, so let's get to the part that everybody enjoys. This is my first time doing one of these unboxing videos, so well, I guess there's nothing else to do but to just get into it. A couple pieces of tape here along the bottom edge. There we go. Pretty nice setup here. So there are two boxes here. This one here. Let's find out what's in this one. This might be the star of the show, actually. And we have a white box here. This box. This box here contains the microphone and all the accessories. What we have here, this is kind of nice because I don't have a pop filter at the moment, so they gave us this nice little spongy microphone cup. Here we have just your typical shock mount. Little faux leather case to keep it all in. Kind of reminds me of those pencil cases from school. Pretty straightforward. This would be the cable. Standard XLR, male, female. This is one of the reasons I purchased this kit, is because it comes with a pair of headphones. My last pair of headphones was broken, so couldn't have come at a better time. And finally, the Nova Black condenser microphone. I can't wait to try this out. Up until this point, I've just been using a really inexpensive $30 karaoke quality microphone, one of those ones that a little on-off switch on it, right? You see them everywhere. I mean, it did the job, but the sound quality isn't so great. In fact, you're probably hearing some of that actually right now. So I can't wait to try out an actual nice condenser mic. That's going to make a huge difference. Alright, now let's get into this box. This is the star of the show. This is the heart of the whole thing. So let's see. Where's the tape edge? There it is. There we go. This has the guidebook and also the driver instructions. The software is not actually included in the box. There's no disk or anything like that. You have to go online and download the software. So hang on to this. This is very important. I made that look really graceful, didn't I? Hey, I'm not a professional reviewer. Nobody's paying me to do this. I'm just doing this for the sake of doing this. We got a couple of different USB cables, regular USB 2 and USB-C, depending on your setup. I am a little disappointed to see styrofoam in this day and age. They could have used cardboard or something a little more eco-friendly, but it's just my own personal feelings. And here we are. This is it, the star of the show, which is probably a little hard to get the black surface on camera here. I'll do some better shots and just cut them in a few moments here. But it's really quite nice. It's metal construction all around. Large control knob up here. A couple of other, let's see, the line level and your second input level. The USB or direct blend, and that would be your headphone volume on the far side there. Guitar input up front, headphone, phantom power switch right up front, which is perfect for that condenser mic that I showed you earlier. On the back, dual stereo 1/4-inch outputs, and dual XLR or 1/4-inch input. And what else have we got here? That would be your USB line out right there, and one of those Kensington lock cable lock dealies. And that's it. So in a little while I'll show you everything all set up in my little home studio space. So stick around, hang on one sec. Okay, so we've just about reached the end of this episode. Here I am set up in my little home studio space, which is really just a spare bedroom. There's nothing spectacular about this at all. I've got a couple of blankets hung up here and there just to try to deaden it up a little bit, but it's still a work in progress. One big difference though is this microphone sounds fantastic to my ears. And these headphones are pretty good too, actually. I'm really quite impressed for the price. This whole package was about $300 or so Canadian after taxes. Well worth it. It's seriously worth checking this one out. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm glad I stuck with M-Audio. I've used one of these interfaces for the last almost 10 years, right up until earlier this year. My last video was produced through this. And it hasn't let me down. I hope I can get the same kind of lifetime out of the new stuff. Couple of things to point out. The outputs are 1/4-inch. Because my speakers that I use are RCA, I did have to pick up some little adapters. It was about $5, not a big deal, but it is just something to be aware of. The only other thing to mention is that the microphone cord that came with it is a little bit short. That's perfectly fine if you're just going to be sitting at your desk, but I intend to move this microphone around the room quite a bit. I'm going to record some acoustic guitar soon and see how that sounds. And yeah, just try to have a lot of fun with it, but just keep in mind the microphone cable is a little short, so you might want to invest in a longer one. Other than that, I have no complaints at all. I'm still just getting used to it. I'm going to start installing some of the other software that comes with it and start having some fun with it. Until then, I'm going to sign off and wish you all well. Until next time.